Good morning. Let's just say, out of the mouth of babes, we learn a lot. And sometimes they don't even have to speak. Hi, I'm Barbara Ann Shepherd, your, well, guru, your wise person, your coach, your mentor. What adjective do you want to stick in there? What noun do you want to stick in there? I'll take it at this point because I learned something last week. We can throw a title out there. We can throw ourselves on the mercy of the market. We can do a lot of things to make ourselves look good. But in the end, it's the perception of somebody else that we end up trying to meet somewhere in the middle. So a title is great. I can say I'm a life coach. I can say I'm a coach. I can say I'm a mentor. I can say all of these things. Though in the end, it's how you perceive me in the end. Maybe I'm a positive light in your world. Maybe I'm not. Everybody has their own perception into the world. And we tend to project that out from us, and we look at everybody through those, if you will, rose colored glasses. This last week, I went on vacation with my 12-year-old daughter, and she brought along her 12-year-old friend. And it was an interesting experiment for me. It was an interesting time. It was a fascinating time. It was a time of watching what we should all be doing in some shape or form. It was very interesting to watch the dynamic of the two of them in the car just on the 10 or 11-hour drive up to Minnesota. They would ebb and flow. Sometimes it was positively, sometimes it was fairly negatively, and they'd start arguing a little bit. Though within 5 minutes, they'd let it go. Along the whole trip, they would start being like, I want to do this, and the other one would be like, no, I really don't want to. And they would argue about it. And in the end, they would respect each other enough to know that, okay, that one set a boundary and I can't make a dent in it, so I'm going to let it go. And we will figure out a way that we can do what we want to do. So it did mean that that Lola, the lovely gal that came with us, ended up riding one of the rides by herself because my daughter flat out put her foot down and went, yeah, no, not for me, not happening. I will do everything else with you except for that one thing. And as much as Lola was disappointed that she would not ride it with her, she understood and respected Jordan enough to say, okay. And multiple times throughout the week, I heard the girls also say something. I have the right to change my mind. That was fascinating for me and interesting, because how many times do we make a decision as an adult and we think we have to stick with it? We all have the right to change our minds. It's really fascinating on how children, even though they don't know as much as us, supposedly, we tend to learn from them the most because they still have that carefree attitude of exploration. They still have that carefree attitude of saying, why can't I? Not can I? Or should I? Could I? would I? They just have that attitude of, why not? So why not be like them? Why not have fun? How many times do we say, follow where the passion goes? I know for me, the word work has a very bad connotation because of the way I grew up. To me, that means strictly survival. It doesn't mean thriving. So when I catch myself saying the word, I need to go to work, I even had to catch myself this morning. It was like I could feel my energy drop completely. And I went, no, I get to play. I get to have fun. I get to explore. I get to walk through my business and do, well, what I want to do with an agenda. I get to have fun. I get to share knowledge that I've learned. I get to share with you what I've learned so that hopefully you won't need to go through it. Or if you have to go through it, you learn that, oh, wait a minute, I remember Barbara said that. And she said that we just got to let it go. We just got to explore it. We got to have fun. We got to do this. Don't make it so serious, right? And even this morning in the shower, as I was running late this morning because I slept in, because I thought, I don't need an alarm. I've been up between 6 and 8 every single day last week on vacation. Yeah, didn't happen. I guess I needed the sleep. My body said, that's it. Be here. Be okay with it. So technically, yes, I'm over an hour late on this live. Though in the end, I'm right where I need to be. Because I took the time to trust my body. I took the time to respect my body. I took the time to let myself be who I need to be. And it also brought up this beautiful thing of discipline. When I was at the hotel and we had to wait for certain things to open up because we went to the mall or we went to wherever we were going, and I would be up between that 6 and 8, and we'd go down and have breakfast with my daughter because she was up, and we'd go down and I'd take my books with me because I still did something on vacation. I read between 2 to 4 books every morning, just a chapter each. And it was very interesting because one of the books that I've been starting to read, and I finally got to the first chapter, was a book called Effortless. And the premise behind it was, we tend to make things complicated. And I could see myself in the pages going, yes, I do make things complicated. Because we think it has to be hard. We think that anything easy has to be, well, hard. Well, what if we flip that? What if we say the stuff that's supposed to be easy is really hard, like sitting and playing slots for hours or scrolling Facebook or Instagram instead of actually going out and playing or eating a healthy meal or working out or enjoying time with family or working on our business. Well, or should I say, playing in our business, doing what we love instead of mindlessly whiling away the time. Now, yes, we all need some time where we can decompress and let things simmer, if you will. And we need time to be able to say, it's okay to self-care. It's okay to while away a little bit of time occasionally. We need to understand that we can do the hard stuff easily. It doesn't have to be something that, oh my gosh, we have to work hard at building something. No, We need to work easily at what's hard. And we need to understand that we need to get out of our own way. And for a lot of people, that looks differently. For me, I've discovered I do have a lack of discipline. I have always hated having a schedule, and I never realized why. And that is something that we'll talk about on Friday, because I'm not going to keep you very long here, and I want to keep you tantalized. We'll talk about that. How can we add something, and how can we change something by letting something go? It's sometimes that simple. Just like those two 12-year-olds taught me. Let it go. It's in the past. It's over. It's done. And we're okay. So, come join me every week on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Central. We do record them, but we're running through a book called The Slight Edge. And that book, let me tell you, has taught me a lot. Though the discussion with the ladies in the group has taught me even more. And I would love for you to join us and become part of that group that explores, lets go, gains new knowledge, seeks it, and says, I'm okay. I am enough. I am worthy. And I got this.